get back to you for a second. Boise State. This is a team, this is a matchup that in recent years Hawaii has felt like they were oh so close. Freakish plays on special teams, blocked kicks that were returned, just things that were on special teams that were just crazy, unpredictable plays. What gives you the sense that this year could be different? Because we've seen a lot of your field goal kicks in the past getting blocked, especially last year and the year before. This year, though, things are different. What have you been doing differently, and what kind of confidence does that give you going into this week's game?
Well, I think with all of us, the last 2 years, my freshman and sophomore year, it was the coaches that took an extreme attention to detail when it came to special teams, and they were extremely detail-oriented when it came to what we need to do, we need to do this, but the players weren't. This year, it's the players. Like yesterday, for instance, in special teams meeting, the punter and my roommate, Tim Grasso, was in charge of special teams meeting. And he broke down about over 70 punts that Fresno has done over the last 2 years, broke them down and gave a player-by-player analysis of each guy, how they like to block, the kind of protection they, protection they like to go at. If you're doing this, what they do to try to block the kick.
This is Boise now.
Right, this is all Boise,
Yeah.
and this is all stuff that the players now are taking responsibility. Players are going up, watching tape on their own, seeing what they need to do, working on their technique. And the difference between that year and this year is the players now are the ones with the attention to detail. They're the ones that want to win this game and want to be perfect on special teams. And you can see it even in Colt. Colt takes pride in special teams, and he's not even on special teams. And you can really see that in just the how we prepare throughout the week.
So you are confident going into this game against Boise. That confidence, I think, is very, very important. There can't be any gulps here. There can't be any, oh, we're playing these guys this week.
It also has to be a subdued confidence.
Yeah,
to
a subdued confidence. Yeah, it can't be bravado.
Can't be too pumped up, obviously.
No, but it's like it's what I've been saying this entire year. It's especially when it came down to Fresno and Boise, the two teams we've always had special teams problems with. Every single time, they're a very good special teams team. What the thing is we have to play mistake-free because good teams will make you pay on mistakes on special teams. And Boise and Fresno has both done that the last 2 years.
What about kicking in Aloha Stadium? That's your favorite place. You know all the wins. I mean, it's a.
No one knows the wins. The wins are something of their own mind, but it's definitely an advantage. It's an advantage because it is our home field, and we just gotta hope, like Coach Jones put out advisements, that trash tries to stay on the field as much as possible because that does affect a lot of what we do. It is distracting. So, especially at a high-pace game like this.
What goes through your mind? You talk about, not minding having to think a little bit more about the kick. When Chris Hall called the timeout, you thought, hey, this actually could help me out. I mean, I get to think more about what I'm trying to do. I get to be more prepared, in other words. How does that hurt me? But when on a standard kick, on a standard field goal attempt, take us through what goes through your mind, that process.
Well, it's really weird. Like people have asked me that questions from the day I started kicking here in Hawaii against when I played against USC and when I played against Alabama and all this kind of stuff. And I have absolutely no idea what I think about from the minute coach says kick it to the minute I come off the field. I have a blank in my head, and I just like I said, I just zone out everything. And all it is where my spot is, and I kick the ball through the uprights and I come back. And it seems to, like, when I do think about things and I do think about certain things, that's when I miss. Like I thought I was thinking about my knee against New Mexico, and I missed. And then I thought about my miss, and I missed again. So things where this is a very easy sport. A very easy sport. It's the players that make it difficult, and the players that make this game, close.
When I think about it, I miss, and coaches always say, kickers, man, those guys are weird. Those guys are weird. Do you think you're weird?
I think if weird is based on the normality of a player, like a normal football player, I think I'm a complete oddball. I think I am nothing like any football guy. I mean, like, they don't understand, like, when I played soccer, you practiced as much as you needed to, and then you stopped. Like, football guys will just run themselves into the ground. And it's one of those things, like, they're like, oh, Kelly, why are you sitting out on the coolers? I've worked out today. I'm done. I don't take 2 hours to kick. I just kick and I'm done. I do my kickoffs. I do my field goals. When I feel comfortable with my practice and I feel like I got a good workout in, I break a sweat, I grab a drink, and I sit down and I relax the rest of practice.
Last question. You've been sort of vaulted into this cult hero status. You can almost say cult status because it's been very similar to the autograph seekers and all of that. And also the hype surrounding this game. Obviously, you want to treat it very business-like, but how much do you think you, individually and the team, is really just enjoying what's happening here? I mean, just how special this is.
It is a very special for Hawaii. It's just, it's surreal. It really is.
It is.
But it's one of those things where it doesn't really make a difference what we have done, and we don't care about, we beat Fresno 2 years in a row. You know, we went to Nevada one for the first time. It's Boise State, 2 days. That's all we care about.
Well, we're going to give you some water. We appreciate your time. Dan Kelly, thanks for coming by.
Thank you.
Thanks, Leahy and Leahy. You can check out the website, LeahyRadio.com. And don't forget Leahy and Leahy Live on radio, AM 1500, Mondays and Friday mornings, 6 to 9. See you next time. Thank you, Dan.
Thank you, Dan. Thank you.
Here you go. That's the shirt right there.